Hi, everybody. It's Father Maurice Restivo coming to you from Assumption Parish today. I'd like to give you an update about our Family of Parishes, and we will post not only this video, but the text version as well. As you know, back around Christmas, Bishop Fabro announced that our Family of Parishes would be activated this year. We quickly began work with a transition team and a support team to address all the issues that need to be considered for this new reality. One of the things that we pledged from the beginning was transparency. That didn't happen, and I apologize. I assure you that it was not intentional. With the closure of our parish buildings and the end of public worship in mid-March, I just didn't know how to effectively get the word out to everyone, and ended up not getting it out to anyone. For that, I take responsibility, and this is an intent to rectify that situation. First of all, I need to inform you about our activation date. Originally scheduled for July 6th, the Diocese of London has now said that our family will be activated sometime around September. We need the border to be open for travel so that we can invite some of the Scalabrini priests who have served at St. Angela to come for a going-away event. The Scalabrini fathers have faithfully served the St. Angela community for 60 years this year, and it would not be right to have them leave without being able to thank them. Before the COVID closures, the transition team submitted a name to our parishes for consultation. We received many responses, and we read them all. Over 90% of you approved the name, which we submitted to the bishop for his approval. He made a slight modification, and I'm pleased to announce to everyone that our family will be known as the Windsor Heritage Catholic Family of Parishes. I remind you that every parish will maintain its own name. Some staff will be shared, such as clergy and administration, and others, such as caretakers, will be particular to the parish. Expenses for the shared staff will be divided between the three parishes based on their regular income, which means it will be 44% for Assumption, 27% for St. Alphonsus, and 29% for St. Angela. We will review all of this after our first year and see where revisions and adjustments need to be made, and whether or not our two communities, St. Benedict and St. Daniel Comboni, will start to share in these expenses. The transition team, on the recommendation of the Finance Council chairs, decided that at present it was not necessary for them to do so. We've considered the Mass schedules. As you may remember, we announced early on that each parish would lose some Masses, since it was impossible to maintain current schedules with the reduced clergy that we will have. This is the part that I was hesitant to announce without being able to have town hall meetings to receive your reactions and input. We are currently investigating the best way to seek that input. I know that this is an important consideration. We all know that Mass schedules must be reduced, but the reality is that we all want the other Masses cut, but not the one that we attend. This is human nature. The transition team considered many options and finally decided to propose a schedule where each of our three parishes would have 3 weekend Masses and a reduced weekday Mass schedule. We're also proposing an increase in availability of confessions. This is the schedule that we're proposing. And note that for weekday Masses, we chose morning Masses are at Assumption, noon Masses at St. Alphonsus, and evening Masses at St. Angela. So at Assumption, our weekend Masses will be Sunday at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 7:30 p.m. Confessions from Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, and Sunday 6:30 to 7:15 p.m. Weekday Masses will be Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. At St. Alphonsus, weekend Masses will be Saturday at 5 p.m., Sunday 12 noon, and 5:30 p.m. Confessions, Saturday, 3:45 to 4:45 p.m., and Wednesdays, 11:30 to 11:55 a.m. Weekday Masses will be Wednesday through Friday at 12 noon. At St. Angela Maurice, weekend Masses in Italian will be Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Weekend Mass in English will be Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Confessions will be held Saturdays from 3:30 to 4:15 p.m. and Wednesdays from 6:30 to 6:50 p.m. Weekday Masses at St. Angela will be in English on Mondays and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and in Italian on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Our two communities will maintain their current schedules, which St. Benedict, Tridentine Rite, the Latin Mass community, will have their weekend Mass on Sunday at 2 p.m. and confessions before or after Mass as needed. Weekend Mass Tuesday at 7 p.m. Weekday Mass. At St. Daniel Comboni, they will continue with the first Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. Financially, the novel coronavirus has greatly impacted our parishes, as it has many of your lives, or all our lives, really. Expenses for us continue while income has been drastically reduced. I am deeply grateful to all of you who have contributed during this time without public worship. I'm also grateful to the Canadian government for the wage subsidies for the parish employees, which has allowed us to keep many of them on payroll. All of our parishes are now accepting e-transfers or other means of electronic giving, except for St. Angela, and that will be coming soon. Of course, nobody can know for sure the long-term impact of COVID-19. One thing we do know is that some things are forever changed. Assumption has been live streaming during this time and announcing the Mass intentions from our three parishes. We will continue to stream and gradually begin doing so from St. Alphonsus and then from St. Angela. Our parish staffs want to do whatever is possible to help ensure your safety. Please stay home if you are not well or if you are at risk. Remember that Bishop Fabro has dispensed you from the Sunday obligation at least until Advent. As much as I and all your parish priests and the rest of the staff want to see you again, we want to see you safe even more. As we gradually return to public worship, even with masks and social distancing, with no singing and so many other changes, I assure you of my prayer. I pray that you continue to care for and to protect your own health as well as that of others. As Windsor moves into stage 2, it is easy to think that we can go back to normal. My prayer is that we all care for one another so that we can see one another again in good health. May Our Lady of the Assumption, St. Alphonsus, St. Angela Maurice, St. Benedict, and St. Daniel Comboni intercede for us and keep us safe. Thank you so much, and God bless.